Всем привет, друзья! Меня зовут Вехлевод, и добро пожаловать назад в Стражи Галактики у Telltale. Мы продолжаем играть. Ну, Гамора на нас злится из-за того, что мы тогда бросили Дракса, и типа мы дали обещание, что стражи там всегда останутся вместе, никогда не разъединятся, никто не умрет и так далее. Поэтому летим сначала за Драксом и потом сгоняем за Гаморкой.
Let's go grab Drax.
Let's go.
По мне, так это логичнее всего.
What about that giant creepy worm thing? If it's still alive, I'm getting the hell out of town.
Don't worry. If Drax is alive, I got money on that thing being dead. Whoa. He actually did it. Drax!
Дракки!
You did, that worm was, you came out of it. Like you were inside it, and then you came out? That's amazing!
You doubted me, Peter Quill?
You have no idea how relieved I am. I mean, I thought I'd never see you again.
Yes, the reasonable conclusion when I leapt from the ship would be that I perished. The creature did not give up easily. Our battle raged for hours. I felt proud. But I think I was happier butchering that hideous worm than when I got revenge on my daughter's killer. How could that be? I cannot find a reason for it. That worm has no importance to me. How can this battle mean more to me than ours against Thanos?
I don't know. Maybe this means that you moved on from your loss.
If that is true, then it is as I had feared. In the midst of battle, I felt such exhilaration and nothing else. I spared not a single thought for Kamaria. I think I am afraid that with each passing moment, our memory will continue to disappear. I fear that once I forget, Kamaria will die a second death. These feelings will not stop.
Я не психолог, но пафосно
I don't
скажу.
think that's true at all. Your memories of your family will last forever. Kamaria will always be a part of you.
That is impossible. She is not a part of me. She is dead! I am not used to being afraid of anything. Oh, if only I were dead. These feelings would not cause me such distress. No matter how hard I try.
Хватит.
Okay, I know you wanted to die, but that kind of attitude, it's not healthy. You need to give up on this ridiculous death wish.
Death is the only solace I thought I could find. I was not completely honest with you before. I did wish to protect the Guardians, but part of me hoped that I might see my daughter again in the afterlife. If such a thing does exist, I do not know. But the thought of reuniting with my family...
I don't think Kamaria would want you to get yourself killed just so you could see her. You can't just give up, Drax. There is so much left to live for.
I always taught Kamaria to persist, no matter how daunting the adversary. I will fight this fear, and I will defeat it. For her. Thank you, my friend. I feel more sure of my path forward.
Hey guys, it's all clear. Bring the ship down.
Now, let us return to your garbage heap of a ship. The galaxy is counting on us to stop Hala, and I have wasted enough time beside
Это
this
наша
rotting
помойка.
carcass.
Hey, it might be a garbage heap, but it's our garbage heap.
Most of that garbage is yours, Peter.
All right. Huh.
You expecting any calls today?
Star-Lord! I do not know how you escaped the shrine, but there is nowhere you can run to now. You and your guardians will suffer greatly for what you have done.
Sorry. I don't recognize this number. Who is this?
You know who this is. Hala the Accuser. You have stolen everything from me. I will kill everyone you've ever known. Everyone you've ever
Вы ошиблись номером. И сразу же клади трубку.
Yeah, no. You definitely have the wrong number. She hung up on me. I can't believe she hung up on me.
You're unbelievable, Quill.
I am Groot.
Yeah, you said it. Did Hala always look that gnarly?
It's as I said. The Forge is taking its toll on her.
Yeesh. If she's coming from nowhere, we've got to hustle.
Keep the engine running. I'll be back soon.
Think Gam's gonna be a little pissed at you? And what are you gonna say?
I'm sure I'll think of something in the moment.
Word of advice, Pete? Think harder.
Gamora?
You've got some nerve, following me here of all places. I told you I was done. I'm not in a very charitable mood, Peter. Leave, or I'll make you leave. Or are you here to fight? I won't go easy on you.
Мы можем поговорить?
Whoa, there is no need for violence here, okay? Let's just talk it out.
I've said enough.
Зачем, женщина?
Said you'd keep everyone together.
Я, конечно, могу пошутить не про те дни и как бы...
Hala is more powerful than ever.
Стоп, женщина. Нет, Дракс.
What?
Правильно слышала.
Why didn't you open with that? Drax is alive? And you didn't bother mentioning it before?
Look, promise not to lop anything off, and I'll talk.
How did he survive? He was devoured by that thing. You said he was gone.
I thought he was, but he's not. He killed that space worm and is now hanging on the Milano with everyone else. Drax is back to his, well, his normal self.
Ah!
What?
Ah! I just don't get it. Why does everything just work out for you? No matter what you do, everything just conveniently works out for the great Star-Lord.
I thought you'd be happy.
I am happy.
Are you sure? You're yelling.
It's just... So Drax happened to survive, but you told him to sacrifice himself, knowing full well that it could kill him. Can't you even pretend to be bothered by that? Show me something. Anything.
Он именно этого и хотел.
Of remorse.
I gave Drax what he wanted. He asked me to let him go. It wasn't easy for me, but I'd do it again.
How can you possibly say that? You shrugged through everything, free of consequence, while I feel punished for merely existing. I've done so many horrible things. I fought. I tortured a little girl. All because I was too scared to stand up to Thanos. And now, my sister is dead. I'll never be able to forgive myself. You made a mistake coming back, Peter. I can't help anyone.
Nebula made her choice. Her death? It wasn't your fault.
Rocket pushes people away to hide his pain. Drax revels in his rage. But I don't know how to get past it. All the lives I've ruined. I've hurt so many people. Despicable acts I did to serve Thanos.
You haven't hurt me, Gamora. Ever.
Everyone that gets close to me winds up hurt. If I go back with you, I'll just make it worse.
Нет.
I don't even know why you bothered coming here.
Gamora, I came here because I missed you.
Peter, I missed you too. I close my eyes at night, and I'm right back here. I'm that frightened girl, unsure of what or who to trust. I want nothing more than that pain to be over.
You're the strongest person I know. You're not that little girl anymore.
Right. You're right. Hey, Drax. Surprised to admit it, I'm actually glad to see you.
I too am glad you have not perished in a violent and agonizing way. Perhaps by sudden evisceration or Balinese organ chewing. I once saw a man have his organs chewed. Oh, how we laughed at his pain. Like this.
Старый добрый
Seriously,
Дракс.
his pain must have been tremendous.
Yep. Definitely the same old Drax.
Absence does make the heart grow fonder, unfortunately.
Теперь все снова в сборе.
Welcome home, everyone.
I am Groot.
Groot says it's so good to see you all.
Look at you, Peter. Somehow you managed to get us all back in the same room. I didn't think we'd see each other after last time. Unless, you know, we ended up in the same prison. Again.
Good times.
Thanks, guys, for coming back. I know we've all been through a hell of a lot together. I wish I had better news for you, but, things have turned into a bad monster movie out there.
Yes, Hala and the Eternity Forge have merged into a singular being. But where the relic granted life, Hala absorbs life.
We accidentally created a supervillain. Go team.
Yes, we created a worthy adversary. I am impressed with us.
She has to be stopped before she strikes again. Hala contacted me. She said this won't end until we're dead or she is.
There's only one thing we can do.
I'll get the cyanide pills.
I am Groot.
Fine, fine, I'll just get mine.
The rodent is right. Our chances of victory have not improved since the last time we fought her.
Hala is heading for nowhere. For us. I'm open to suggestions on how we approach this.
Well, you've been on her ship before. I can analyze the readings from last time and see if there's a way to take out her weapons. When in doubt, look to the data. There's gotta be a weak spot or two we can exploit.
That's as good a place to start as any.
And it's the only plan we've got. Hala isn't going to go easy on us. We'll have to prepare to take her down.
I'll be on the bridge, Pete. Come talk to me when you get the chance.
I am Groot.
Thanks, Groot.
Мы можем пойти сейчас к ракете, но я думаю, давай мы поговорим тут со всеми. Начнем с Гаморы
Hey, Gamora.
и Дракса.
Hey. I wanted to thank you again. What you said back at that training hall, I really appreciate it. If you hadn't have shown up when you did, I don't know what might have happened.
Well, thanks for not killing me.
Come on. I wasn't actually going to kill you.
Well, yeah, you could have fooled me.
So, what was on your mind?
So, I think that we should, maybe talk. Just to talk about, you and me. I mean, I just care for you. A lot.
I know.
Oh, you do? Okay. So, how do you feel?
Peter, I just, maybe...
Yeah, yeah, of course, yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll just put a pin right in it. Just, that's the pin going in the, yeah, just for later.
Quill, I was waiting for you. I wish to apologize.
For what?
I realize I have not been the same since we slew Thanos. I was so consumed in my emotions that I uselessly sacrificed myself. My selfish act put the Guardians at risk. For that I am deeply sorry, and I hope you can accept my sincere apology.
Принимаю
Apology
извинения.
accepted, Drax. Don't worry about it.
Good. Now let us repress these feelings and never speak of them again. I will try to redeem myself once again in the coming battle against Hala.
Я хочу спросить, как ему удалось убить этого червя.
So, that giant space worm. How'd you kill it?
It is a heroic tale that people will talk about for generations. I launched myself into the jaws of the worm creature, narrowly avoiding endless rows of teeth. I used my blades to slow my descent, shredding the creature's pulsating throat. Once within its noxious bowels, I detonated the drive cores of 6 dead ships. The explosion resulting from digestive fumes and flammable fecal matter was the most beautiful sight I have ever seen.
А как он спасся?
How the hell did you get out of there?
Peter, some may not know this, but when a creature is in its death throes, the sphincter relaxes. I was forced to swim through bile. Gland juices seeped into my nose and mouth until I emerged, moist, reeking, victorious. I look forward to repeating this tale many, many times for the others.
I'm sorry we left you for dead.
I do not blame you for your ineptitude. I also thought I was bound to die. It was a reasonable misunderstanding.
You ready for one last battle?
I do not believe this will be our last battle. But for Hala, it will be.
Later, Drax.
What happens later?
Мантис, а ты чё тут грустишь?
Oh, hello, Peter.
Something wrong?
No. Well, this isn't the way I imagined the prophecy of the Celestial One to turn out. On one hand, you destroyed the Eternity Forge, which I think was the right call.
You do?
But on the other hand, Hala is a horrible monster now. What if the prophecy is wrong? I'm afraid no matter what I do, I can't escape the Forge. I was sure that when the Celestial One chose the fate of the Forge, I would finally find peace. But I was clearly wrong. Now everything has collapsed.
But you're free now. Isn't that a good thing?
I suppose that much is true. The Forge's power would be much worse if I was still trapped in that tomb. Was there something you wanted to ask?
I'm glad you're back with us, Mantis.
Honestly, I'm glad too. I'm sorry I left before. I was just caught up in the moment, and the strain was too much on my emotions. I know it wasn't for very long, but being alone and surrounded by strangers was overwhelming. If Groot hadn't found me, I don't know what I would have done.
How are you holding up?
It's not easy. I can feel every life Hala takes. Now that she's merged with the Forge's power, I'm okay for now, but it takes a lot of energy out of me. Once this is all over, I'll be much better.
Once this is all over, what are you gonna do?
I hadn't considered it. I think maybe I'd like to travel. There's so much I never got to experience when I was locked away. It would be exciting to live my own life instead of laying down inside a box.
I should go. Lots of work to do.
Of course.
Грут? Что ты скажешь?
I am Groot. I am Groot.
Я так и знал.
You ready to kick some Hala butt?
I am Groot.
Heh, wish we were all as optimistic about it as you are.
Hey, thanks for showing me your memory. It put a lot of things in perspective.
And speaking of, what did you show him anyway?
I am Groot.
Oh yeah, Stash Lord. I almost forgot about that upper lip atrocity.
I can't believe we managed to get everyone back.
I am Groot.
Groot says the only reason we're all back is because of you. I'm inclined to agree.
Thanks, guys.
И на этом месте, друзья, мы сделаем паузу и в следующей серии продолжим играть. Подписывайтесь на канал, нажимайте на колокольчик, который находится рядом с кнопочкой подписки. Набираем 5 лайков под этим видео, и тогда выходит следующая серия Стражей Галактики. С вами был Переставай Верить. Всем пока!